Hey y'all, welcome to SoulsReaperHealing. We're going to do a new spread today. This spread was created by me. We're doing a life path reading. Today we are doing life path number 1. If you don't know what your life path number is, there's plenty of ways you can access that online. You just type in, how do I find out my life path number, any of those things. I mean, I could tell you how to calculate it and everything, but it's just easier for me to tell you to just go online, and that way you can discover your life path number. In my opinion, it's very important because it gives you a blueprint of what you're working on in this lifetime. What you're here to do. It kind of gives you an idea about your weaknesses and your things that you are naturally good at. And it's all based on your birth number, astrology, a lot of other things. But I'm going to do this reading for life path number 1. Number 1's life paths are represented by the Magician, and life path number 1 are also the 2 planets that represent the life path 1 is Mercury and the other planet that they are ruled by is the Sun. So I've got these up here so we can kind of get the energy of a life path 1. What we're going to do in this reading is we're going to see in the center what your focus is, which I used tarot. I used the Voyager tarot for the center, which is what your center focus is. The Black Moon Astrology and the Sacred Geometry, we're going to get cards from each of those of guidance. What things that you may need to be aware of. Soul's Journey and Numerology cards, I'm going to do 2 of this one and 2 of this one to give an idea of certain things that you may be working on. Either you are aware of these things or you're not quite aware of these things, and maybe, you know, this is something that will help you to understand. But we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the Sacred Geometry. I'm just going to get 1 card for this side. And I already meditated and shuffled, but I'm going to go ahead and shuffle again. Life path number 1. Life path number 1. Life path number 1. Their focus is on themselves. That's a trait of a life path 1. You guys are independent, courageous, positive, happy, creative, successful, intelligent, and you have a very strong desire to lead. So let's see. Life path number 1. That's too many. I just need 1 card, please. 1 card for life path 1. What guidance can you give them today? Life path 1. Sorry guys, I was playing some relaxing music in the background and it went to a commercial. Okay, life path 1, consciousness, number 17, which equals an 8. Frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up, so that we can include them in our reality. Bottom of the deck is remembrance, which is a 38, which equals an 11. And that goes along with consciousness, you know, remembrance and consciousness. It's frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul and body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. I didn't show you this, the bottom of the tarot deck, because right now your central focus is a life path 1, is the Ten of Pentacles. So life path number 1's focusing on career, building up the things that you want in life. You know, because Ten of Pentacles, yes, Pentacles do kind of represent 3D, but I feel more like it's, I mean, yes, it is tangible things. So that's the life path 1 focus right now, and bottom of that deck is the Strength card. So you guys persevering, moving towards your goals and your dreams. Black Moon Astrology Oracle. I can get my shuffle to work today. Life path number 1. These cards are a lot bigger. I have small hands, so life path 1. See what that is. Two of them. Fire Element Desire and Grain Cross Provoker. A 10 and an 11. I'm going to put them back in here. Shuffle. Life path 1. Guidance. Life path number 1, please. There's a Scorpio card underneath that. Card, please. Guidance. Life path number 1. One card, please. With this remembrance and this consciousness card. Too many cards. I'm getting Akashic records, accessing knowledge. I mean, remembrance talks about, you know, everything you've gone through as a soul and body. So you guys are coming into a new understanding. Maybe remembering some things that you didn't know before. You knew, you just didn't remember. Okay, it's 2 cards. I asked for 1, but I guess we'll take them. 12th house escape and Taurus I have. 12th house escape is a 36, which equals a 9. The spiral kind of reminds me of the Fibonacci. And it has all the moons. It does show that full moon right there, so maybe with this last full moon you had an epiphany moment. Or are you escaping something? The second one was Taurus I have, which was, we're in Taurus energy right now, which is a 14, which equals a 5. And most of us already know that 5s equal change. So with this last moon, an epiphany, this Taurus energy that we came into is maybe giving you a different understanding of the things that you have by this change. Maybe understanding that you have to get rid of some things or okay, this epiphany moment that you had or are going to have, but I feel like you had this with this last full moon. Having an understanding that you have it within you. Whatever this is that you are looking into, like with the Akashic records, whatever this understanding is, this consciousness you're having, you're seeing that you have had this within you. And now you're coming to that realization. Bottom of the deck of the Black Moon Astrology of 49, Jupiter return benefits. That equals 4. See, you guys are ruled by the Sun and Mercury, the life path number 1. The Sun equals a 4 in the Barbary Zodiac Oracle. Okay, so I'm going to pull 2 cards from the Soul's Journey on this side, and then I'll have 2 on the side from the numerology deck to get a broader idea of what you're currently working on, healing from an old pattern, an old belief, understanding that you're coming into, because it looks to me like you are remembering something about past life. Like I said, Ten of Pentacles doesn't, Pentacles normally, yes, they usually represent like tangible, or they also represent time. Getting to the 10, maybe having an understanding that you've reached this thing that you've been working towards. And now you're seeing it. I don't think you saw it before. Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. And sometimes when we have these realizations, we don't... it does send us through a death and rebirth. Because sometimes it's, it's in the subconscious realm, and until we are prepared and ready at a space to accept a truth, we will be given that truth, but not until it's time. Second card out, worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Bottom of the deck, balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So whatever this realization is that you had with the full moon, this last full moon, you went through a rebirth, transformation, because death card is transformation from an old thing to a new thing, transforming. And it may have given you a little bit of worry, a little bit of anxiety. Okay. So with this being on the bottom, the balance, it's letting you know that you can balance yourself. You know, this transformation right here does, you know, anytime we go through a death and rebirth, and I'm a Scorpio sun, and I have a Scorpio and Mercury in my chart. Anytime we go through a death and a rebirth, it does kind of send us out of balance for a little bit. Some of us longer than others, but once you can get into that state of balance, then this worry will dissipate, or anxiety, or whatever it is that you're feeling. You will balance. It's kind of like when you hear some news, you know, going through a death and rebirth. It's when you have that epiphany moment, and it's about yourself, because on this channel, I'm about self-mastery, healing, all about, you know, what is within us, because what we are within, we project outside of us. So, whenever we are going through these transitions and these changes and these understandings, these realizations, yes, they can send us a little, you know, a little off balance, but you have the strength. They're giving you the strength that you need to handle whatever this epiphany moment is. Alright, I'm going to get 2 cards from numerology and see what other insight this can give us. 2 cards, please, for life path number 1. 2 cards. Life path 1. Guidance. What are they working on? What do they need to see? You know, with you guys, life path 1, you represent the magician. Create. Constant creation, which a lot of us are manifestors. I mean, we all manifest. We just don't realize that we manifest. We don't realize that we create. That's what being asleep means. Being asleep in this world, we don't understand that we create our external environment. And that being your natural card. You guys are always in a state of manifestation. So it's something that you need to remember. Be mindful of your thoughts. What you think and what you believe is what you create in your world. Two cards, please. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to shuffle this again. Life path number 1, please. Life path number 1. Tried. I usually like to allow them to fly out or flip. Hold on now. Everybody breathe. Everybody just... Perseverance. Look at all that green. Heart chakra. This over here. So I got 2 cards over there. There's only just kind of what worked on the top row. Okay, one more for a life path number 1. What else? Number 1. Number one, life path. Number 1. One more card, please. Aha. Oh, 99. Compassion. That's purple. Purple is crown. Crown chakra. And that breaks down to a 9. 99 is 18, and 8 plus 1 is 9. Bottom of the deck, 10. Karmic Completion. So... life path number 1. Obviously, from what it says, you just completed a karmic cycle. So that means you're stepping into a new cycle. Excuse me, I needed to get a little drink there. So, I feel with the green and purple, heart chakra and crown chakra, and then consciousness being above that, you have cleared, you've cleared some blockages that you had within your heart chakra and your crown. Oh, Margot, baby, you gotta stay right there, sweetheart. No. Marvel. I know you want to jump on the cards. No. Come on, baby. Go on. Don't need to be on there right now. Sorry, guys. Whatever this was, life path number 1, you persevered, and you've been very compassionate with yourself over whatever this was. But it was a karmic cycle. And I feel with this being the center card, the Ten of Pentacles, maybe it was a belief that you had about tangible things. Or maybe how to create, how to manifest this abundance. And the epiphany that you've had, I feel like this, what they're saying, the epiphany that you had about this consciousness, this remembrance, was understanding how to manifest abundance. Abundance can be anything, guys. Abundance does not have to be tangible. Abundance can mean many things to many people. A lot of people throughout the years have labeled it as just tangible items only, finances, etc. But this is overall abundance. That's within self. That is feeling whole within yourself. Feeling abundant, feeling love, prosperous, balanced in your energies, from your mental to your physical, mind, body, spirit, you know. And you went through a rebirth, a little wobbly after, a little concerned after, because you weren't really sure if that was the message that you were receiving from your higher self, that consciousness. Because 8, you know, that's a 17. 8 represents the self. You know. And these two together, this is a 5, this is a 9, 9 and 5 is 5. It's a 14, but that equals a 5. So there was some kind of change. And I feel like it's the understanding of how you've either been manifesting this Ten of Pentacles, or how you should be manifesting this Ten of Pentacles. It could be you working on a belief system. Like, how are you raised about money? Do you have a belief about money? Like a lack of money, like a mentality or a belief system that is not your own. It's something that you were raised around, something you were raised to believe. And this Jupiter return benefits, I feel like it's telling you that now that you've gone through this transition, that once you balance this out, you don't have to have this worry, because your Jupiter return is here. And we have the eclipse coming up on the 30th. So that could be when this, because I don't know if you can see, let me get the card if I can here. Right here you have the full moon. But as you see, it transitions all the way to a new moon, right? It just shows 4 of the stages. We all know that there's more, but I kind of feel like, you know, I feel like this is like with the eclipse. You had this realization with the full moon, and this will be with the maybe when this this partial eclipse we're gonna have on the 30th is when this is gonna complete for you. The heart and the crown chakra, you're clearing more whatever blockages you had. And these two together, a 9 and a 4 is a 13, which still equals a 4. Up here you had 5. Here you have 4. 4's stability, house, and stability can not just be external, it can be within self. You're being compassionate with you during this change. You're persevering. And you're completing this cycle. Let me see what's under this. Oh my goodness. That was under the Karmic Completion. Manifestation. Number 8. And then below that, follow your dreams. So, like I said, you're learning how to manifest. Life path number 1, you are working on this manifestation. And whatever little key that you needed was brought to you on the full moon, or maybe a portion of it was given to you on the full moon, and then you'll go through the death and the rebirth. You'll balance out, and then by the eclipse on the 30th, whatever this is, you're going to change. You know, it's a cycle. The Karmic Completion is a cycle. So a belief you have could change. Certain things you do could change. Certain patterns could change. So they're asking you to prepare for this, because you're coming into this state of balance in preparation for this this Jupiter return. Life path number 1. Amazing read, guys. Persevering. Be compassionate with yourself, guys. Be easy on yourself. Know that there are good things coming. Everything is happening for you, not to you. Okay? Balance, ground during this change. You know, with Sun and Mercury being a life path 1, that's kind of your ruler. Spend some time outside in the sun. Go out in the grass. This is a really good reading though, guys. Just be compassionate with yourself. Yeah, I know it's been a rough journey so far, guys, but you're persevering. You're very strong. Okay? Don't let anybody tell you any different. The only sorry, the word just flew right out of my head. The only validation you need is the validation from within. Okay? So even if other people outside of you are looking at things and making you feel different, just remember, you have the choice to either listen to what they say and let it affect you, or stand in your power. You know the truth within you, so you choose. Let it affect you or don't. You're strong enough. You're compassionate. You've been pushing through a lot. So that's what I have for you guys. Life path number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading, and I will see you soon.